Good afternoon, Alpine Strong. I am Isaac Smith, created this little community, and I am super excited to hop on here right now because my biggest passion, aside from fitness and, of course, skiing, is mindset. And there's so much mindset that goes into that, so much mindset that helps us ski until we're 103 if we want to. There's a lot of little things that can kind of get in the way, pesky little injuries, and of course those mindset hurdles. After you get injured, you have a harder time letting yourself push yourself again and ultimately be less than you otherwise would be. And I think even if you don't suffer any injury or any sort of minor obstacle along the way, mindset makes all the difference. And so what I want to start out with today is a simple practice that I take myself through every single day, which helps keep me motivated to incorporate the fitness practices necessary to keep me both safe and performing highly on the ski hill, but also to really help me out in all other aspects of life, because it really is a game of momentum. And when you can utilize that properly, it will compound and really take whatever ventures you have and increase them tenfold. So I want you to do this every single morning and try it for a week. Let me know what you think about it. It's very simple. It utilizes a part of the brain called the reticular activating system, which is essentially the part that gets us from point A to point B. And a lot of times our external environment dictates what point B is. However, if you have an internal intent, then that external environment essentially bends to your will. And the simple reason for that is because you're looking for it. You have this one very specific outcome, and when you're so focused on it, your subconscious will just intrinsically look for everything that will facilitate that. And then you will kind of habitually start seeing everything as either an obstacle or a facilitator. So try this. Write down as specifically as you can. If it's a sentence, great. If it's a paragraph, even better. And sometimes this will take a few minutes every day, but that's fine. We should take that time for ourselves anyways. Write down your ideal vision. Write down exactly what it is you want to achieve, or how it is you want to feel, what sort of fear you want to eliminate. You're not going to focus on the fear, because even if you're avoiding fear, just thinking about fear is going to be a huge hindrance for you. So think about that result, that desired outcome, and write it down in a way that is meaningful to you. And you can do this with multiple outcomes at once. I like to do a short-term and a long-term every day, because your long-term will evolve and your short-term needs to be able to complement that long-term. So just that constant awareness, however aware you feel like you want to be. So write that down. Your ideal vision for your ideal ski fitness, your career even. Do it for all aspects of life. This is a ski fitness group, but do it for all aspects of life, because like I said, it's compounding. So what is it that you want? Go ahead and pause the video. Write that down. I said pause it. Pause it now. All right. Let's get back at it. Now I want you to write down 3 reasons for however many outcomes it is that you want. This is the one, fine. Write down 3 reasons why it has to happen. That'll create a sense of urgency to sort of light a fire at your back, to where there's just no possible reason that this could not happen. It has to happen for you because it's who you authentically are. So why does it have to happen? Think about why it's going to be so great when you have this result. Try not to think about the pain points, but use those as reasons why you need them to happen. Maybe there's a certain injury you need to get past. Maybe there's a certain mental barrier that's keeping you from throwing that 360. Whatever it is, if you want it bad enough and you have enough reasons to make it happen, then it'll become clear if it's truly something you want. Because sometimes you try something and then you figure out it wasn't for you, but there's nothing worse than not trying, right? So write down those 3 reasons. Post them in the group. Send them to me. Send them to each other. I want this to be a community of support. And then think about how you're going to do it. What sort of daily practice do you need to implement to ensure that this will happen? Because we are what we consistently do. And there are certain habits, especially in the ski community, that do not necessarily facilitate one's overall well-being. Now, I'm all for indulging a little bit. I'm all for being you. But think about these practices that are going to solidify this for you every day. One of those practices should be doing this every single day. Write down that short-term goal, that long-term goal. Think about why it has to happen. Give yourself enough emotional reasons. Because if you have those emotional reasons, then the practical aspect of it will be so simple. And at the end of the day, when you are completely fulfilled by that one major objective that you had, you will then have all of the momentum that you need to set more goals and to just keep compounding that and keep adding the value to yourself that you deserve. It's very simple. It's essentially just a what, a why, and a how. Go get them. Let me know what you think.